The fights to make after UFC Baku. We're going to be going through all the prelim winners, the main card winners and losers. Let's get into this shit. Starting with the first fight of the night, the winner was Tahir Abdullayev. He won a really shitty fight where he got like a really pathetic TKO. Who should he fight? Give him Nikolai Veretennikov. I mean, who cares? No one cares about Tahir Abdullayev. No one cares about Nikolai Veretennikov. I guess the fight makes sense. Veretennikov got slammed out by Chaos Williams, you know. This would probably be somewhat of a fun fight. Who cares? Like, it's the early prelim opener. This fight was terrible with Tahir, but yeah. Tahir versus Nikolai Veretennikov, why not? Now on to John Matsumoto. I thought, let's be nice to John Matsumoto. He did, let's be honest. I put him on here. He got robbed. He should not have. He did the robbing, you know. Bekzat got robbed, man. Bekzat got badly robbed. He should have beat Matsumoto, but I thought, let's be nice to Matsumoto. He's been fighting a couple killers recently, you know. I thought Farid Basharat, I mean, is Rob Font a killer? I mean, I guess you can call him that. Let's be nice. Let's give him Aori Lang. Let's give him a nice layup. Let's give him a nice. Aori Lang is decent. He's got power in the hands. He's crafty, but Matsumoto would probably win this fight. Maybe get rocked in a round, but win this fight very clearly. I mean, I thought, let's be nice, you know. I don't want to feed Matsumoto to another killer. He finally got the bounce back. But if he lost to Bekzat, which he did really lose, but if the judges didn't give him it, maybe it was a career ender there. So he got his career saved here. Matsumoto back in the win column. Aori Lang. Aori Lang's kind of alright. He's not the best, but he's okay. He got dominated by Cody Haddon. Cody Haddon is really fucking good. So that's not too bad. I think Cody Haddon would fuck up Matsumoto. That's still a pretty competitive fight, but I'm pretty sure Haddon would win that clearly. But yeah, Aori Lang versus John Matsumoto. Why not? Right? It kind of makes a bit of sense, you know. Good. Let's get Matsumoto back in the win column get him on a little bit of a run before we throw him to a killer. Now on to the GOAT, Danny Donchenko. He's 3-0 in the UFC, or maybe 2-0. One of them was the Ultimate Fighter. He beat a can. To be fair, Fyodor Begarin, whatever his name is, he looked good. He looked like a skilled fighter in this fight. I think he deserves another shot in the UFC, but Daniel Donchenko, who should he fight next? Let's give him Neil Magny. I think he's deserved to fight a step up now. He hasn't looked the best, but, you know, has he looked? He overthrows in his shots a bit, and maybe a Neil Magny could win this, because maybe he'd make him gas out, and in that round 3, Neil Magny's a killer. So maybe he can make him gas out, make him overthrow. I'm sure Magny would get rocked in this fight, but Magny could beat Donchenko. But it's a good step up for Donchenko. I would pick him. And he kind of needs a step up now. You can't. I don't want to give him the Ateba Gautier treatment where you just keep feeding cans. Because before this, he was supposed to fight Andreas Gustafsson, who kind of is a can, let's be honest. You know, they were feeding this guy cans. He beat Morono a can. He beat Gun on the Ultimate Fighter, who looked like a can. But to be fair, Morono is, you know, he's a bit tough. Now, Morono's complete trash. What am I saying? But yeah, Donchenko versus Neil Magny. I think that makes sense. Let's give Donchenko a step up here, man. Let's give him a step up. He deserves a bit of a step up. Not into the rankings yet, but I think he deserves a bit of a step up. Now on to Khan Offley, who beat Javier Reyes, who Javier Reyes should not be in the UFC. The guy is fucking terrible. Who should he Khan Offley fight next? Who cares? Janderson Brito, you know, Khan Offley's on a run, man. Khan Offley's on a 3-fight win streak. He did rob Yizar, though. He did rob Yizar, and Brito's back in the win column. He's got a 2-fight win streak going. I mean, I think on the fucking meta rankings, Brito's ranked for some reason, which doesn't make any sense to me, but yeah, Janderson Brito, man, he's pretty good, to be fair. He's not a bad fighter, he's a decent fighter. So is Khan Offley, so this is a fun fight. This would be a very fun fight, to be fair. Very close to call who'd win this. Because Khan Offley's good defenses are probably be a striking match. Maybe I'd favour Khan Offley, but yeah. Khan Offley, Janderson Brito, let's be honest, who cares about Khan Offley that much? You know, and unless you're in Australia, who gives a fuck, let's be honest. But Khan Offley, good for him, he's in the win column. Yeah, now on to Sultan Ruzaboyev, who had a really great win. He's on a bit of a win streak. I think, did he call out a ranked opponent? I think he did. I don't think he deserves that quite yet. I think he should fight another kind of up-and-comer in this division. Yusri Belgari. Yusri Belgari's looking fucking good in this stage in his division. So's Ruzaboyev, who somehow lost to Buckley. I know it's at 170, maybe he was that drained, but yeah. This fight here is the perfect fight. I want to see this fight in August or September time. I want to see Ruzaboyev, you took 0 damage, bro. Get straight back in there because he's been really inactive before this fight. Make this fight Bulgari Ruzaboyev. Really hard fight to call. I would lean Yusri Bulgari, and I'm a big fan of Yusri Bulgari. He's a very good fighter. He's so tall and rangy. Yeah, Ruzaboyev's dangerous, and he's a good grappler. He showed in his last fight, so maybe get the grappling going. But Bulgari's got good takedown defense. But yeah, winner of this fight can get a big jump up into the top 10 or top 15, you know? Ruzaboyev, what's he on, a 3-fight win streak? I know, Pulayev. Yeah, he just beat Pulayev, so 1. Yeah, he's on a 3-fight win streak and he's undefeated in the middleweight division. He 100% deserves a step up now, and so does Bulgarian. This is a perfect fight. Winner gets a top 15 opponent. Run this, maybe October Abu Dhabi time could make sense, September time. Usually Bulgari versus Nursultan Ruzaboyev. As I said before, winner gets top 15. Really hard fight to call and a really sick fight between two tall, rangy people in this division. So yeah, Bulgari Ruzaboyev, I think that makes perfect sense. Now on to Abdul Akhmedyakiayev. I love saying this guy's name. He's fucking good, dude. He got an 8-second KO. He's been fighting only cans. I think let's give him a big step up. And when I say a step up, I don't mean Alonzo Menefield. I'm talking about book him against Ozdemir, man. People might say this is too soon, which maybe it could be. He needs a step up in this division. He needs a step up. I mean, he's 3-0. He destroyed 3 cans. To be fair, against Brenson Ribeiro, he kind of looked a bit bad on the feet early, but everyone can have a bit of a stinky performance. And even in that fight, finished the guy in the first round. So it's not like he lost to Ribeiro. It's not like he got dropped badly by Ribeiro. He got a little bit jelly-legged by Ribeiro in moments, but then submitted him. Flatline Walker, who's trash, but battered him in 8 seconds. Beat Rafael Sequeira, who's complete garbage. And to be fair, he's kind of beaten only really, really low-level guys. But he's looking really good. He's really fast. I do think he would beat Ozdemir right now, but he could get caught coming in. Sick fight. This fight makes sense, I think. I mean, give him a step up, man. He deserves a top contender now. Like, not top contender, but top 8, top 9, 7... level, I'd say. You could give him like an Alonzo Menefield, but I kind of want to see like a Menefield versus a Sterling. I think Yakiayev, despite beating no one that good, is above that level now. You know, give Yakiayev Ozdemir, I'd say. I think this is a good fight. Big step up for Yakiayev. You know, he's getting a fight into the rankings. I think he can win this, definitely. And this will really show what level he is. Now on to Farman Hassanov. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Ramez Brahamaj, because I think Brahamaj will probably win and he can sub this bitch. I mean, Hassanov was literally just spamming takedowns over and over again. The guy would not strike and he looked really shit on the feet and he gassed out badly and still won. Hassanov's a bitch. I'm not going to talk about this fight much. I mean, Ramez Brahamaj lost to Soriano. Guess Hassanov's going to win. To be fair, I'd probably go with Brahamaj by guillotine in this fight, so I kind of like the fight, because I'll probably see Hassanov lose. This guy's on the roids too, absolutely shredded. There's 100% on the roids. Ramez Brahamaj Hassanov kind of makes sense to me, but who cares? I'm moving on to the next fight. Now we're going on to Mikhail Oleksiejczuk, who did lose and looked pretty bad. But you know, Oleksiejczuk's never been the best, let's be honest. So who should he fight next? Another fighter on the card, Bruno Ferreira. This is a sick fight. These are 2 guys that should have been... They were going on to be like contenders and they both failed and fumbled. They're both on the same card. Scheduling is perfect. Both didn't take too much... I mean, Mikhail did get dropped and kind of choked out cold. So he did take a bit of damage, but... This is a sick fight, gonna be a knockout or a submission. I'd pick Bruno by club and sub here. But it's a really competitive fight. I could see Mikhail winning. This would be a war. This is absolute war. Brilliant fight. Come on, this matchmaking sick by me. Yeah, this makes perfect sense. Mikhail versus Bruno. Book it. Now on to Abbas Magomedov. Sorry Abbas. You're not fighting Izzy, bro. It's not happening. You can fight Jacob Malkoun. I think that's a good second place to Adesanya. You know, it's only a little bit lower than Adesanya fight. I think this makes sense. Abbas back in the win column. Jacob Malkoun, who's fucking boring as shit, is on what, a 3-fight win streak now. Fucking barely beat GM3. I'm sorry, Jacob Malcolm should have chinned GM3. That was pathetic, dude. No, he has no, like, wanting to entertain the crowd. It doesn't affect him, but that's regardless. He's a decent fighter. He's got good boxing. He's a good grappler. Abbas has really good defensive wrestling. He's kind of a grappler in his own right. He's got good striking. This is and maybe Jacob could put pace on him. This is an extremely interesting matchup. I really like this fight. Jacob deserves to step up now. He's 3-0, looked good against all those opponents. Did he look good against GM3? I guess he looked okay against GM3. Kind of thought a stupid game plan in that fight. But yeah. Jacob Malkoun, Abbas. Sorry, Abbas. Just not quite easy. You can get Malkoun then. Then we can talk about a better contender. Like, you beat Joe Pyfer. You got battered by Joe Pyfer. Which isn't aging badly, but you know. You ain't fighting Izzy, bro. You ain't fighting Izzy. Now on to Ikram Aliskerov, who had a decent win. He's boring. Ikram used to be fun. Now, when you give him a decent opponent, he becomes a boring cunt. Who should he fight next? Roman Dolidze. Why not, right? Why not? I mean, it's a cool fight. Ikram would fuck him up. Probably win a shitty decision, but he'd batter him, let's be honest. Roman Dolidze has a good ground game though, so it's probably gonna make Ikram want to stand him up. But on the feet, Ikram's just way better than Roman, so just be probably Ikram piecing him up for 3 rounds. I mean, yeah, probably a shit fight, but you know he deserves to step up now. And I mean, is Roman on the meta? I'm going off the media ranking, on the meta rankings. He's probably higher than Dolidze, but I don't agree with that. I think Dolidze should beat. Who's Dolidze beat? Let's be honest. You know, he beat Marvin Vettori, lost to Vettori once, like, yeah, he beat Kevin Holland, but, like, yeah, Dolidze is shit, to be fair. Ikram versus Dolidze, why not? Why not? Now on to Charles Johnson, who fucking lost to Asuel Mabayev, looked shit. The fucking skullet was on full display. I thought the skullet was going to give him extra power, but clearly not. Who should he fight next? Alden Correa, sick fight. Correa is fighting Stuart Nickel, and he should win that very easily. And after he beats Nickel, he's 3-0 in the UFC, deserves a step up. Charles Johnson would probably knock him out because he's a prospect, you know. But this would be a sick striking match. They're both strikers. Correa, he's going to beat Stuart Nickel. I fucking assume he's going to beat Stuart Nickel. He'd be 3-0. He'd look great in all those fights. He deserves a step up into the top 15, and that gatekeeper has always been Charles Johnson. Can't break into the top 10, but can always be in the top 15 and can beat fucking great fighter, great prospects. So yeah, Charles Johnson, Alden Correa, actually a banger fight. Now on to Asuel Mabayev. I can respect Asuel Mabayev, very skilled fighter, really good grappler. He is one of the most boring cunts. He has, I'm talking, 0 pop in his hands. 0 pop. Who should he fight next? Reebok Brandon Moreno. You're not going to step up into the top 15, bro. You don't fucking... I don't like you. Reebok is fight with Brandon Moreno. Who cares? Asuel Mabayev, Brandon Moreno. Just rebook it. Just rebook it. I mean, kind of makes sense. He was supposed to fight. Mabayev has won, what, twice now since then? Or was it once? Maybe it was only once. I'm trying to think. He might... No, yeah, he's only once, yeah. He's only fought one more time since that. This makes sense. I think this makes perfect sense. Asuel Mabayev, he's on a great win streak right now, and you can't deny his skill. I don't like him, though. So I don't want to give him a top 5. I don't want to give him, like, a loser of a Vamp and Dojo, which could kind of make sense. I don't want to do that. And Mabayev, you can fight fucking Brandon Moreno in a co-main event of an Apex Fight Night, buddy. There you go. Or an Apex main event. No, it has to be. You can't put Moreno in a main event. Stick him in a co-main event of an Apex Fight Night, dude. There you go, Asu. Take that, bro. And to be fair, it's not like I'm writing him off. Moreno's still a big name, and he's still a decent-ish fighter, I guess. Now on to, oh my god, Nassim Sadikov not flatlined, but ass whooped at home. I mean, who should he fight next? Come on, this is a fucking banger I've cooked up here. Rebecki versus Sadikov. Oh my god, take it. Take it, dude. I know you might want to throw Sadikov against an up-and-coming now, but I think a good bounce back for both men here. Sadikov, Rebecki. Sick matchup. They're both fallen off. They were both prospects that were looking like they should be contenders, and they've both fallen off. Rebecki, man, recently, he's been looking shit, but he has a win over Muktabek Orabai. Somehow, somewhere, he beat Orabai. Somehow. I guess stylistically, it was a good matchup. Sadikov doesn't really have any good wins. Well, Ismail Bonfim, Who else does he have? I can't think, dude. He went to a draw with fucking Borshev. Borshev's trash. Who else? He beat Terence McKinney's a good win, and Evan. Yeah, he has. Terence McKinney's a good win, and he has some wins, you know. Yeah, he beat Nicholas Motta. Of course. How do I forget the fight of Nicholas Motta, dude? That was a fucking banger. How do I forget the fight of Nicholas Motta? But yeah, Sadikov versus Rebecki is a sick matchup. A sick matchup. They're both falling off. I think Rebecki's on a 3-fight losing streak. I think Sadikov's on a 2-fight losing streak. Losing to Mateus Camilo's tough by KO. Also, he got finished by Grant Dawson. Grant Dawson is good, and he had success in that fight, but nah. It's not a good look, man. So yeah, bounce back for both men here. Loser of this gets cut from the UFC, and this would be a fucking straight-up war. Now on to Mateus Camilo, who had a big upset and slimed out Sadikov at home. Who should he fight next? Drew Dober. Banger. Straight banger. Drew Dober's looking good in his career, so is Camilo. This is a sick matchup. This is a really sick matchup. Camilo's going to be coming on all momentum now. And if they're doing a fight night in Brazil, this makes perfect sense. I think they normally do that in October, September time. This would be a sick fight. Dober's good, dude. Dober's crafty. Dober could crafty this up. Dober still has it. Just knocked out Michael Johnson. He's on a good win streak. Camilo, now to stole everything from Sadikov. He fucked up Sadikov at his home. Sick matchup. Who would I lean? Maybe Camilo off age, but I don't know. I'd have to do research into this one. This is a really, really good fight. So Dober, Camilo, book it. Now onto the co-main event. We're going to start with Mikel Pereira, who, you know, Mikel Pereira arguably could be cut from the UFC. I'm assuming they're going to keep him around because he's a decent-ish name, I guess. And he has kind of fun fights, but that last fight against Shara was pretty shit. Who should he fight next? Who cares? I'm not going to talk about this much. Mantas Kondrafishis, or whatever his name is, he beat Antonio Trocoli at UFC London. He looked pretty shit in that fight, but he won. Who cares? Let's be honest. I mean, it's probably a bounce back win here for Mikel Pereira, to be fair. Mantas Kondrafishis has looked pretty shit. I think he's a prospect, right? He's a prospect. He's from like Lithuania. I guess he's like a kickboxing world champion. He is decent-ish. You know, he beat Trocoli very clearly, but Trocoli's complete garbage. Book this fight, why not? You know, cool. Now on to Shara Bullet. Who should he fight next? Jun Park doesn't deserve the ranked opponent. He's looked fucking shit, man. Shara Bullet is shit at fighting. No, he is not a can, but he's just a level above a can, dude. He's fucking shit. I'll be honest, he would get his ass whooped by Jared Cannonier. Cannonier would put a fucking whooping on him. A whooping on him. I think Cannonier would put a belt to ass. Belt to ass. Just fucking beat that ass. He is not good at fighting, dude. He stinks. He sucks. He's going to be fraud checked badly. And the MVP fight kind of was a fraud check, but MVP's a bitch. I'm talking about he's going to get his ass whooped by anyone in the middleweight rankings, dude. He sucks. He will never be in the top 10, ever. He might sniff the top 15 once, maybe. Let him fight Jun Park. Jun Park might pressure and fuck him up. I won't be shocked here. So yeah, I mean, it's a step above Mikel Pereira, so Jun Park versus Shara Bullet, book it. Now on to the loser of the main event, Manuel Torres. Looked pretty shit. Who should he fight next? Two guys that are Mexican. Two guys. It's Hernandez Mexican. He's got no Mexican roots in him. Two guys that have failed to become contenders in the division. You know, Hernandez was on a win streak and he failed, man, against Rafa Garcia. So Manuel Torres was on a win streak, lost to Bahamondes, but he got back on track, dude, and was looking like a patient new version of Torres, and then lost to Fiziev. Fiziev's good, but yeah. This is not trade UFC. Book it in September time. I don't know if Torres will be back by then. He didn't take too much damage, though. I think he could be back. It wasn't like he did go out cold, though. Maybe not. But I think this would make sense for not trade UFC in September if he can make the turnaround. If not, put this on any card. Fight night, probably in the Apex. Well, I would not be surprised. It's this fucking sick fight. See, this could go either way. This is a brilliant fight. So yeah, Hernandez versus Torres. Great fight. Now until the winner of the minute, Fiziev done it! Fiziev pulled it off. I love Fiziev, dude. What a cool, such a cool guy. Awesome fight to watch. Who should he fight next? You're not fighting for the BMF, brother. Not a chance. He doesn't deserve a huge step up in the division. He's only got one win. I think this is a banger. Come on. Dan Hooker, Rafael Fiziev, dude. Absolute banger. Absolute banger. This is a fucking sick fight. This is an absolutely sick fight, man. They're going to war. But I'll be honest, I do think it would be kind of fizzy of schooling Hooker. Especially, I'm assuming it would be 3 rounds. This is not value. You never know. You never know. Maybe they could put on a main event, but I'd assume this would be on like a co-main event of a fight night or like a pay-per-view, like a main card opener. This is a fucking banger. Fizzy versus Hooker. Book it now. Awesome fight. They're going to war. It would be a fizzy of schooling, in my opinion. But yeah. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I thought it was a decent video, not the best fight night. And fucking 329's next, dude. Basharat's Ewing is off. But it's still a banger card. So yeah, like, subscribe, do look good. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.